I just spent $416 on Facebook Marketplace for items to flip for the Dollar to Datsun challenge, and we got some interesting stuff, so I want to show you. Now, as a disclaimer here, yes, a lot of these are Invictas, but although Invictas are not the most premium brand, people still do like them, and they still do sell very, very well for me. So we're going to kind of go through kind of worst to best. And starting off, we do have a limited edition Invicta box here, which is really, really nice. This is a couple of dollars. And then also we got this beautiful watch box itself. It's kind of like a red hardwood kind of thing. I don't know if this is actually real hardwood, most likely not. But it also has a nice lower level here. Looks like you can put a lot of rings. And you can fit a bunch of watches in here. Now, the gentleman that had these watches for sale said that a few of these were fake. And this is one of the fake ones here. This is a Tag Heuer, and this is not legit. It also is not running. This is supposed to be an automatic movement. This is a quartz movement that is kind of a cheap quartz movement, and it is fugazi. It's not good, and it's not running. And I told him, look, don't even include this one because I don't want it. So I put it to the side. Along with that one, he also had this Patek Philippe. Now, wouldn't that be nice if that was real? But this Patek Philippe is not real at all. But it does have an automatic movement, and it's running and keeping great time. So at least there's that. Moving on down the line here, we have this Android, which is from, I think, 2009. And I think Android is Aragon. That brand of watch is Aragon. So this is a nice chunky piece. It is running, but one of the arrows here has fallen off. So that needs to get repaired before I can sell this. Or maybe I'll just throw it on. Or maybe I'll just throw it on Whatnot and start it at $2 and see what it brings. Next up, we have this Invicta here. Now, this is an Invicta Pro Diver. I've had one of these before. And this one is the only one in the lot that has the dreaded Invicta crystal haze. So I don't know what it is about the crystal. Maybe because there's a small chip in the corner there. I don't know if you can see that. But sometimes on the Invictas, they tend to get this haze to them. So I think I might be able to get $30 to $50 out of this one. It is a good running watch, but my hopes are not too high of getting top dollar for that. Next, we have another diver. This is a quartz diver with a nice blue dial. And this is a nice piece here. It's in good shape. I will say all of these watches that he had, he kept in very good condition. And he really liked them, but, you know, they're just nothing too special. But I think I got them at a price where I will be able to make some money on them. Next is an interesting one. This is an Invicta with a stone dial. They call this a leopard stone dial. And this is honestly kind of cool. As far as like Invictas go, I think this is creative without being too over the top. Yes, the case is a little thicker than I would usually like, but honestly, it's not horrendous. There are a lot worse offenders out there when it comes to Invictas, and this stone dial one it's kind of cool. What do you guys think about that one? Do you think this dial is cool? I mean, Invictas get crapped on a lot, and yes, they're not the highest quality, but I'm not a big watch hater. I like them all, you know, from $10 watches all the way up to $100,000, $1 million watches. They all have their place, and you guys are allowed to like whatever you want. Most Invictas are really hokey. This one, I think, personally, is kind of cool. Now, this next one might fall into the hokey category or the cool category. This is a skeleton movement limited edition, one of 1,300. And this is kind of interesting because it's got like all this inner workings, this exhibition case back here. And it's kind of an interesting piece. There we go. She's running, she's moving. And these are a little bit more high dollar, something more like $130 to $150 used. And he got this one right as it was released. And he also got this one at the same exact time. You see the detail is about the same on the case. This one is overall like a blue color and has this really interesting dial. Check out that dial. This one, I believe, is an automatic as well. I just can't remember. I didn't put a battery in here and it's ticking. So I think it's an automatic, but I'm not 100% sure. It could be a quartz. I got to look into that. But yes, he got both of these at the same time. They were part of like the same limited edition drop. So we got those as well. Now, this one is quality-wise the best Invicta I've ever had in my hand. It's an automatic diver with a really tight rotating bezel. Oh, yeah. Very, very nice. The color on it is brilliant. That blue is just incredible. And the feel of it is just quality. Like, it's really good. And the chronograph feature is really accurate. Like, it always goes back to dead center. And it has already sold on eBay for 120 bucks. So this one is going to a new owner. So that just goes to show you that this one is the nicest. I've pretty much listed all of these, and that's the only one that has sold so far. And it sold quick. So maybe I underpriced it, but that's a nice one. And before we get to this crazy watch, we're going to go to this one over here. This is a new in-box Invicta Pro diver with this nice like dark blue maroon color, a really nice rotating bezel, very creamy and crisp rotating bezel. Now the case size is a little bit thick for me, but this is new in box with the paperwork and everything, and this is just an overall good watch. I like this one. So this one is probably in that $130, $150 range. So that is a nice one. Now time for the big chungus. We have this absolutely massive Android watch here. Check the thickness of that case. It's like 15 millimeters thick. It's huge. And it's got this crazy purple dial. And check this out. What I like about this is it has this cool internal rotating bezel, and this is an automatic. So these are going, and this is good for up to 1,650 feet of water resistance according to the information down there on the bottom. So I think this can sustain a pretty heavy depth, and it's got that exhibition automatic case back there, which I think is really neat. This is a heavy watch. If you jump into a river with this, you're going right down to the bottom. And honestly, if you're diving in the ocean, you don't even need a weighted belt. You just put this thing on here, you're going to be taken care of. But this is just a really cool piece. I am shocked and surprised at how chunky it is. But also, I'm surprised how much I like it. I don't think I would wear it, but just to admire it and to have it in my hand, it is a treat to hold. Sold comps on these are $200 to $300. I have it listed for $200. If you guys are interested in this, go ahead and go over to my eBay, which is linked, or you could just hit me up on Instagram. We can do a deal there. Or if you want to join for any of my auctions on Whatnot, go ahead and hit that link in my description. I think I have an idea for a little side quest. Every single time I get somebody to sign up to Whatnot, I get a credit. And I think if I can get enough people to sign up and get me credit, I'm going to buy a watch or a couple of watches and then do some giveaways with them. So if you guys want to do that, no cost to you. You get money, I get money. I'm not sponsored or anything, but I go live on Whatnot every Wednesday, and we start auctions usually at $2. So if you guys want to be involved in that, come hang out, buy some watches, or just chill, whatever. But yeah, that's my pitch. So this is what I got for you guys. Let me know in the comments how I did for $416 minus that $104. That's like after all the fees and shipping and everything. So we're down to, what is that, $312? So $312 to sell the rest of these guys. I think I did pretty good, but I want to hear from you. What do you think about Invictas? Let me know in the comments. I will see you on the next video.